And so the only way out of this situation is to just sometimes it's just kind of to hunker down and find your way through it and, live to fight another day.
Mackenzie Foster, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
Then, just weeks later, Hurricane Helene arrived. The storm devastated millions of people and their lives. Although, once again, those of us in the Wiregrass were safe, our neighboring states weren't so lucky. That's why one campus organization worked to help other college students who were directly impacted by the storm. Mackenzie Foster explains.
Troy University's Sparkle Mentoring Club is working to restore hope for Valdosta State University students affected by Hurricane Helene. The club is asking people to donate basic necessities that will be taken to struggling students.
They don't have a lot of toiletries, food, water. With it being cold and getting cold, we're going to provide them with socks, blankets, and just stuff in general like that to get them back on their feet.
The donation drive was the idea of Community Service Director Kiera Montgomery. She's from Georgia and has a family and friends who live in the Valdosta area. After hearing about people in need, she pitched the donation drive idea to the club's executive board.
When the hurricane hit and everybody on social media was saying how they're affected, so they needed clothes, water, and stuff like that, I just felt like it was a perfect time for our organization to help them.
Sparkle is an organization that's built to help people, not only in the local community, but also outside of the Wiregrass.
Us giving back to not only to our city, but other cities out as well in another state is a big mission for us.
Montgomery hopes the drive shows how universities and people outside of Georgia can still lend a helping hand.
Valdosta State they're literally about maybe 3.5 hours away from us to show that we are always here, and if anything happened to us, we want other universities to help us too.
After the drive, members of Sparkle plan to travel to Valdosta State University to deliver the donations.
The Sparkle Club wasn't the only group working to help Helene victims. As Sarah Campbell tells us, so were workers with Troy Utilities.
Hurricane Helene was a devastating blow to several communities. Offering its support, Troy Utilities sent 8 linemen to Greenwood, South Carolina, to do what they could to help.
There's a lot of wind damage there, mostly trees down where it's got power lines on the ground, it's broke poles, blocked roads.
Almost 2 weeks after the devastation started, hundreds of thousands of people are still left without power. Brian Chandler, General Manager of Troy Utilities, says restoring power lines is their #1 concern.
That's what they're doing day in and day out for 16 plus hours a day. They're rebuilding power lines, essentially, starting with the ones that serve the most people or critical facilities first, and then working out into smaller areas.
He says it can be a long and arduous process.
They typically start about 6 in the morning and sometimes work to 8 or 10 o'clock at night. And then go back to a hotel, shower, and go to sleep and get up and do it again the next day.
Troy Utilities' response was an offering of mutual aid, or when one utility extends support to another.
While they're focusing on restoration, then those other state and national associations work to match crew needs from out of state or in state to those that are needing.
If roles were reversed, Chandler explains he would want someone there to help them.
You're helping people who are in desperate need, helping to get them electricity so they can have refrigeration, so they can have air conditioning, so they can have, power and lights and internet and whatever else in their home. One day it might be us that's calling for help.
Troy Utilities workers say they make it a point to always be willing and able to lend a hand wherever they're needed. Sarah Campbell, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
And that wraps things up for our look back at the fall semester. We hope you can join us again in the spring for our next installment of the Semester in Review. For myself and the rest of our crew here at Troy Trojan Vision, thank you for your continuous support. We hope you have a wonderful holiday break.
how proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
May we bow our heads in gratitude for a word of prayer. God, I ask you to help the graduates look forward to their next steps and find a sense of purpose. Surround those who are graduating with your grace. May they serve others and be aware that you are with them always. Bless them with hope so that they move into the future with eager and open hearts. Aid them to put knowledge, skills, and insights into their careers that they have gained through their education to use for the good of all people. Inspire them to believe in the goodness of life, even when faced with challenges and difficulties. As they commence with their lives, may they grow ever more graceful and wise. All of this we ask you in the name of Jesus, your beloved Son. Amen. En el nombre del Padre, Hijo, Espíritu Santo, in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Please be seated. Good evening, and welcome to Troy University's Montgomery's campus. I am Jim Smith, the Interim Chief Operating Officer. We are pleased that you've joined to celebrate the accomplishments of over 140 graduates in the commencement ceremony this evening. These graduates join the ranks of more than 175,000 Troy alumni throughout the U.S. and the world. Tonight's celebration marks the 138th annual fall commencement for Troy University. At this time, it is my pleasure to recognize the members of the platform party and our special guests in the audience. As I introduce our platform party, I would ask each one to stand and remain standing until I complete the introductions. I would also ask that the audience please hold your applause until I have finished with the group so that we may recognize everyone at once. On the platform tonight, on my left, Troy's Chancellor, Dr. Jack Hawkins, Jr. Tonight's guest speaker, Mr. Eric Sloan, President and CEO of Sync Technologies, LLC, who will be more formally introduced later in the program. From our Troy University Board of Trustees, Vice President Pro Tempore, the Honorable General Edward F. Kroll. Others from the university leadership team on my right, Senior Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Dr. Carrie Palmer. Associate Provost and Dean of the Graduate School, Dr. Mary Ann Templeton. Representing the Montgomery campus, Gamma Beta Phi Honor Society, who delivered the invocation and will deliver the benediction later in our program, Ms. Antoinette Pagliacci. Associate Professor in the Department of Counseling, Rehabilitation, and Interpreter Training on the Montgomery campus, who carries the university mace tonight, Dr. Rodney Maiden. Representing our academic colleges, Interim Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Govit Menon. Senior Associate Dean of the Sorrell College of Business, Dr. George Crowley. Dean of the College of Education, Dr. Fred Figliano. And Dean of the College of Health Sciences, Dr. LaGary Carter. Our Faculty Marshal and Coordinator of the Associate Science of Nursing Program, Dr. Amanda Dunnigan. And our Grand Marshal and Assistant Chair of Psychology Department, Dr. Kanessa Das. Please join me in recognizing these individuals. We consider all of you special. However, we also have with us a few special guests and friends in the audience that I would like to introduce. I would ask once again for each to stand as I make your introduction, and then you may sit back down. I would also ask the audience to once again please hold your applause until everyone has been recognized. Joining us to honor our graduates are the wife of our guest speaker, Mrs. Nicole Sloan, their son, Mr. Jaden Sloan, his parents-in-laws, Mr. Donnie and Mrs. Sharon Lee, close friends, Mr. Andrew Albrecht, Mr. John Hargray, Mr. Boyd Stevens, and Ms. Zandra Wilson, Commander, 42nd Air Base Wing, Colonel Shamika Tolliver, President of the Montgomery Metro Alumni Chapter, Mr. Brian Hubbard, Senior Vice Chancellor for Student Services and Administration, Mr. Sohail Agbatwala, the wife of the Senior Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Mrs. Robin Palmer, and the wife of the Dean of the College of Health Sciences, Mrs. Tanya Carter. Please join me in recognizing our special guests as well. Our next speaker needs little introduction. Dr. Jack Hawkins Jr. has led Troy University through a period of growth and expansion that spans over 35 years of service to our university. His vision has created a university that serves the educational needs of the students, not only in Alabama, but also throughout the U.S. and the world. He has long recognized the need for graduates to not only be prepared academically, but to be globally minded and leaders in their respective areas of employment, in their communities, and beyond. Dr. Hawkins has served our nation as a combat decorated Marine officer, and he has received numerous local, state, and national awards and recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium Chancellor of Troy University, Dr. Jack Hawkins Jr.
Thank you, Colonel Smith, and thank each of you for joining us for a day, an evening we consider the most important of the year. I certainly would expect there to be a big amen if I asked the graduates as how important this occasion is, but it's also important to families, friends, and to this nation. It's a real honor for me to welcome you on behalf of our Board of Trustees, represented this evening by our great American, that's General Ed Kroll. It is a great time of the year, Christmas, and I urge you not to forget the reason for the season. What a wonderful time it is for family, and I know that all of you know how important family values are to this university, and to each of us. It's ingrained in our culture. And I encourage you, as this evening goes on and as the days ahead pass, to remember what Billy Graham reminded us. He said the two most important words in any language, but perhaps the most underutilized words, are those two words, thank you. And so to those people who are very special, who have supported you emotionally, mentally, perhaps even financially, I want you to say thank you. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to do that because I'd like to ask the family members of our graduates to please stand up and let our graduates say thank you for your love and investment. Thank you. Thank you so much. It was the American author Henry Brooks Adams who said, "A teacher affects eternity. He or she can never tell where that influence will stop." I am so proud of our teaching faculty, represented here by just a few of our colleagues. Our staff and faculty around the world will total approximately 1,400 people. These people, I think, are the core of Troy University. And other than serving students, the most important thing we do is to hire people. And if you hire good people, good things will happen. And I believe we're blessed with good people at Troy University. I'd like to ask our faculty and staff who are with us this evening to please stand up and let us say thank you to them for their role in getting you to this point. So faculty members and staff, please stand up. Thank you. However, all of us are in a support role, but the stars of this evening are our graduates. I want to congratulate you on behalf of your university. You join an elite group of people because less than 7% of the world's population actually will hold a university degree. And so you're in a very special place, and with that comes huge responsibilities. I think these are exciting times for Troy University. In fact, I often say, as I did earlier this evening, this has been a remarkable year for Troy because we've added value to your degree. This past year, we were reclassified as a doctoral degree institution and putting this institution in a very important role. And our next step and next growth step will be to research university, and it's there that we will truly make a difference, because when we are engaged in identifying new solutions to old and existing problems, that's when we can truly be proud of where this university sits. You join, as Colonel Smith said, 175,000 alumni. Several of us were just in Vietnam just a few days ago, where we held graduation there, and you might be interested to know that today we enroll about 1,200 students on the ground in Vietnam, with over 2,000 alumni who are making a huge difference in that country. Troy University truly has become international in scope, but it always begins at home. And I want to challenge you as alumni, soon to be, to do 4 things. I urge you to be good citizens. I believe this state, this country, and the communities that will embrace you need leadership today more than we've ever needed leadership. And true leadership is about bringing people together, not dividing them. And that's what we want you to do, is to go into those communities and serve. And just remember, in the book of Matthew, it's written, "I came not to be served, but to serve." The second challenge, send us good students, just like yourselves. We want to continue to grow as a university, and we can only do that if we're serving those students who truly, truly will take advantage of the opportunity. And we want you to replace yourselves at least once each year. Speak well of your alma mater. I think you'll realize that in time, the value of your degree will either increase in value or decrease in value. We come to this place every day to add value, but we can't do it alone. We need you. Your degree 20 years from now hopefully will be even more valuable than it is today on December the 16th, 2024. We need you in that effort. And the last thing I would say, soon you will begin to receive a magazine from the university. We want to read about you in that magazine. So as you go out and make a difference in the world, please stay in touch with this university. I often think, too, that the true barometer for what an institution is and can be is what it's done through the lives of its employee or our alumni. If our alumni are successful, then we've done our work, and I'm delighted tonight to get to introduce to you a gentleman who earned 2 degrees from Troy University. His entire family, in fact, are Trojans. He is a great family man, a great community leader, great businessman. He earned both the bachelor's and the master's, and he was an integral part of our athletic programs. Indeed, he was involved in baseball, track, and football, and he's a 2-time All-American and a member of the Southland Football Conference All-Decade Team. Moments ago, I urged you to be good citizens. Eric Sloan is not just good, he's great. He's an outstanding role model of civic responsibility, and that comes from someone who knew him as a student and know him as a successful businessman and father and husband. After completing his career in the NFL and XFL, Eric embarked on a very successful career in IT, and he is now, as Colonel Smith said, he's now the president and CEO of Sync Technologies. That's a multi-million-dollar government contracting firm that delivers innovative technology solutions to clients at the federal level, the state level, local governments, and within the private sector and commercial entities. Eric is active in the community, serves on the board of directors of several organizations, including the Montgomery Area Chamber of Commerce and the River Region Trails. He and his wonderful wife, Nicole, actually, they both own businesses and are very active in the world of business, and they've been featured in many publications. In fact, I just was driving down the highway the other day and saw Eric on one of our billboards, and so he's almost wanted to get his autograph when I saw him tonight. He's become so prominent as a Troy representative. He's engaged in philanthropic efforts like the annual Christmas food drive, which provides food for 100 families in the River Region. Eric and Nicole have 2 sons, Cortland and Jaden, and both are Trojans. In fact, just last year, Jaden was a member of our baseball team at Troy. Eric's making a difference in Montgomery by getting involved. He knows that truly life is not about the walk or the talk. It's mostly about the walk, but now when the talk and the walk come together, that is true leadership. Please welcome tonight's speaker, Mr. Eric Sloan.
So good evening. So first and foremost, I give honor to God, who is the head of my life, for this extraordinary opportunity. To Dr. Hawkins, thank you for your vote of confidence and allowing me to speak to the graduates this evening. To the Board of Trustees, to the professors, faculty, staff, and everyone who worked so diligently to contribute to the success of the students of this outstanding university. Thank you for your dedication. To my support system, some who are here this evening and others who are online, and I'll try to be quick in acknowledging those that are online. So I am from Atlanta, Georgia, a small town called College Park, so I know a lot of people are online watching right now. So the Sloan family, the Spear family, the Robinson family, the Yancey family, all of those that are supporting online, thank you. It means a lot. To my family that is here, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, Donnie Lee, Sharon Lee, I have my youngest son, Jaden, have a business partner that is here. You mentioned Boyd Stevens with Net Telesis and I-85 Cyber Corridor. If you haven't heard about that, you will very soon. And also Ms. Zandra Wilson. So thank you for being here. So I would certainly be remiss if I didn't acknowledge one person in particular. She is the rock of my family, the mother of my two sons, Cortland and Jaden. She is the one who puts up with all my shenanigans and crazy business ideas, and I tell you, it's quite a few of them. She's my partner in several established businesses, my best friend, a fellow Troy grad, and my wife for 24 years, and yesterday she celebrated her 50th birthday, Nicole Sloan. So I think Dr. Hawkins stole my thunder a little bit by congratulating the families, but I'm still going to stay on program and keep it going. So it's truly a privilege to stand here before you tonight. This moment is monumental, not just for you, the graduates, but for everyone who has been a part of your journey, your parents, grandparents, bonus parents, siblings, friends, spouses, and children, and anyone who's been there to cheer you on, lend a hand, offer a prayer, and most importantly, financial offerings. You know how that is, those are the best. So let's take a moment to show our gratitude with a round of applause from the graduates to your support team. Now, graduates, this day is yours, and you've earned it. So let that sink in for just a moment. This wasn't given to you, you earned it. Some of you balanced classes with full-time jobs, cared for families while pursuing your degree, or took the courageous step to return to school after years away. Your determination brought you here, and today we celebrate that achievement. So as you heard, I'm a technology guy, right? So I like data. So they provided me a few data points, and I want to take a moment just to recognize just how remarkable this class is. So among you, I understand there's a graduate that's graduating, of course, for the first time, and some of you seem a little young, but one was 24. Another completing a degree at the youthful age of 75. Now, some of you are transitioning careers, while others are taking your first step in taking advantage of new opportunities. But no matter your path, you are proof that education is a lifelong pursuit. Success certainly knows no age limits, so give yourselves a well-deserved round of applause for all that you have achieved. So I stand before you today not only as a commencement speaker, but as a proud fellow Trojan. It's an incredible honor to share this moment with you as an alumnus of the Troy University. And I emphasize the Troy University. Tonight we celebrate 140 unique journeys, each shaped by resilience, determination, and the courage to succeed. This day is more than a recognition of what you've accomplished. It's a celebration of the limitless opportunities that lie ahead. So as we honor your achievements, I want to share something that has guided me through the triumphs and challenges of my own journey. It's a deeply personal framework that has become my compass in life. I call it, as you can guess, the Sloan framework. Sloan isn't just my last name. In this situation, it's an acronym that embodies the principles that have shaped my path. These values are the foundation of how I approach life, and they've helped me overcome obstacles, seize opportunities, and live with a purpose. So tonight, I hope these principles inspire you to define your own framework, one that reflects your values and empowers you to lead with confidence and intention. So let's explore each principle of the Sloan framework together as we discover how it can serve as a guide not only for me, but in the exciting chapter of your life. So let's begin with the S, which stands for show up. This isn't just about being physically present. It's about being fully present in every sense of the word, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. It's about bringing your energy, your focus, and most importantly, your belief in yourself. Think about this. How often do we walk into an environment and let self-doubt creep in? That inner voice questioning whether we're qualified enough, educated enough, or if we even fit. Here's the truth. None of us are perfect, and we all carry some level of doubt. But even in our imperfections, we are enough. What you bring to the table, your unique experiences, your perspective, your authenticity is invaluable. So from my experience, whether it was stepping onto an athletic field, beginning a new career, or venturing into something completely unfamiliar, the hardest part wasn't the challenge itself. It was the uncertainty, the fear of what many say the unknown. But I learned an important lesson. Show up anyway. Recognize that you have something valuable to offer. So again, with the S, just show up. Next is the L, which stands for leverage. Success often hinges on making the most of your strengths, resources, your faith, and the relationships you've cultivated along the way. Think about the skills you've developed, the knowledge you've gained, and the network you've built. These are powerful tools at your disposal. Success isn't about doing it all alone. It's about recognizing what you already have and using it wisely. So early in my career, I realized that success isn't just about technical expertise. It's about the connections that you build. Research shows that 85% of hiring decisions, partnerships, and business deals are driven by relationships. People often choose to work with those they trust, and trust is built through genuine connections and collaborations, and they happen over time. So as you aim for your next milestones, I encourage you to lean on your resources, mentors, but especially lean on your Trojan network. We are a global community, and as you heard, we're over 175,000 alumni worldwide. As the African proverb says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. The Bible also reinforces this wisdom. Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. So these timeless truths remind us that enduring success is built on strong and supportive relationships. So again, build them wisely. Which leads me to the O of the Sloan framework, obstacles and opportunities. Life is full of challenges, and I'm sure many of you would admit to facing hurdles on your path to this eventful day. As I mentioned, some of you have balanced demanding jobs, family responsibilities, and the pressures of furthering your education. I tell you, every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow. The key lies in how you choose to view and respond to those obstacles. Let me share a personal story, if you don't mind. I remember when my athletic career came to a sudden end. One moment, I'm chasing my NFL dreams, enjoying it, having a great time. 1 month, I'm on top of the world. The next month, I find myself in Dothan, Alabama, unemployed, in the unemployment line, finally finding a job around this time, working at a UPS warehouse in the early mornings. And when I say early mornings, I mean early. But then, just to show you the power of connections, a connection from the Troy University came through for me. Our legendary coach, Coach Larry Blakeney, who at the time still believed in me, made a few calls, and I was given the opportunity to return to professional football in a new startup league called the XFL. Had a phenomenal season. But just as life would be, life knocked me down again. But in that situation, what initially felt like a dead end turned out to be a great turning point. My future wasn't ending, it was being reshaped. That humbling, life-altering moment was preparing me for something greater. So this experience taught me to dig deep, embrace change, and find what we call that Trojan warrior spirit. Obstacles don't just test you, they prepare us. So some of you may have heard the saying, it's better to be ready than to get ready. You're building a foundation, so now you're building a foundation now needed to seize what is next, which is going to bring us to the A. The A signifies a very important word, and that's action. It's one thing to be ready for an opportunity, it's another to act on it. When opportunity knocks, take action. Think of a moving train. Once it's in motion, it's hard to stop, right? So what do you have to do? You have to jump on board, or you have to keep moving along with it in order to get on board. So all you need to do is just have as the Bible says, just a mustard seed of faith. Because faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Some of you may already be considering new careers, leadership roles, or entrepreneurship. I highly encourage it. My advice, don't wait for the perfect conditions. Success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who are bold enough to act and take risks. Trust that God will work things out for your good, because he always does. Every step I've taken was fueled by action and leaps of faith. I didn't always feel ready, but I moved forward anyway. So activate your faith, pray about it, and take that first step. If things don't work out, especially the way that you hope, and most times they don't stop. Keep moving forward. Be bold, be courageous, and again, be that Trojan warrior. And the final letter in the Sloan framework is the N, which is never stop learning. Graduation marks a milestone, but this isn't the end of your educational journey. Sorry. In this next chapter, embrace the mindset of a lifelong learner. You may or may not sit in the classroom, but stay curious and committed to growth. Don't underestimate the value of mentorship, both giving and receiving it. When you mentor someone, you deepen your understanding, and when you're mentored, you gain new perspectives. Learning flows both ways, so seek out those relationships intentionally. Your education isn't over. It's evolving with you. The more you learn, the more doors you open, and the more impact you will have. So, because I've been in your shoes before, I understand. I don't want a commencement speech that is long. So as this unforgettable day of commencement comes to a close, and you hang your cap and gown and proudly place your Troy degree on the wall, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on the framework I've just shared with you today. Sloan, show up, and show up with confidence. Leverage your skills and resources. Overcome obstacles and embrace opportunities. Take action and never stop learning. Let it inspire you to create your own framework, one that reflects your values, shapes your decisions, and helps you to live your unique mark on the world. And in the process of that, then you can name it whatever you want to name it, right? So tonight, we celebrate your determination, courage, and integrity. As you step into this new chapter, the Troy University has prepared you well. You are needed in this world now more than ever. As our esteemed chancellor often quotes, and I hope I do it justice, since 1887, Troy has held true to his mission. We educate the mind to think, the heart to feel, and the body to act. Now it's your turn to act. Go forward with determination and make a difference. Fall class of 2024, congratulations. The best is yet to come. Go Trojans.
Thank you, Eric, not only for your words of inspiration, but for the daily display of that Trojan spirit. Please, let's say thank you one more time to Eric Sloan.
It is now my pleasure to join the Chancellor in conferring degrees upon our graduates this evening. Will the candidates for the associate's degree please stand? Dr. Hawkins, these candidates have completed all the requirements for the associate's degree, and on behalf of the faculty, I recommend that the degree be conferred.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and approval by the Chief Academic Officer and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Troy University and the laws of the state of Alabama, it's indeed my pleasure to confer upon each of you the associate's degree you have earned. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduates. You may change your tassels from the right to the left side of your caps, and you may be seated. Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree please stand? Dr. Hawkins, these candidates have completed all the requirements for the bachelor's degree, and on behalf of the faculty, I recommend that the degree be conferred.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and approval by the Chief Academic Officer and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Troy University and the laws of the state of Alabama, it's indeed my pleasure to confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree you have earned. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduates. You may change your tassels from the right to the left side of your caps, and you may be seated. Will the candidates for the master's degree please stand? Dr. Hawkins, these candidates have completed all the requirements for the master's degree, and on behalf of the faculty, the graduate faculty, I recommend that the degree be conferred.
Upon the recommendation of the graduate faculty and approval by the Chief Academic Officer and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Troy University and the laws of the state of Alabama, it's indeed a pleasure to confer upon each of you the master's degree you have earned. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduates. You may change your tassels from the right to the left side of your caps, and you may be seated. Thank you. You may be seated. Will the candidates for the education specialist degree please stand? Dr. Hawkins, these candidates have completed all the requirements for the education specialist degree, and on behalf of the graduate faculty, I recommend that the degree be conferred.
Upon the recommendation of the graduate faculty and approval by the Chief Academic Officer and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Troy University and the laws of the state of Alabama, it's indeed a pleasure for me to confer upon each of you the education specialist degree you have earned. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduates. You may change your tassel from the right to the left side of your cap, and you may be seated. At this time, the deans and representatives of our academic colleges will call the graduates forward to receive their diplomas and to pose for a photo. Dr. Carter.
Will the graduates who have earned the associate's degree please rise and come forward to receive your diploma? Teresa Trinice Green. Tanza Cherie Thomas. Donetta Monique Bethune. Phoenicia Daniels. Kiwanis Drake. Haley Sue Ducote. Hannah Lee Fairview. Jasmine Gale Fields. Shondasia Flowers. Joanne Gilliland. Kayla Champion Golden. Christina Bayou Green. Sydney Vanessa Guerra. Jemiah C. Johnson. Kenesia Johnson. Kiana Lewis. Naya Lachey Mark. Santrisa Celeste Perry. Brittany Shantae Pierce. Tiana Sade Ross. Emily Danielle Sanders. Kaasia Arkiria Sanders. Simone Scott Sinclair. Misty Annis Shepherd. Marquita Cheyenne Smith. Terry Stinson. Ashton Lee Sumrall. Kayla M. Tibu. Ariana Sanaya Thomas. Tanisha Illyria Tolliver. China Christine Turner. Bree Patience Bongsavon. Susan Lindsay White.
Will the graduates who have earned their degree, their bachelor's degree at the College of Arts and Sciences, please rise and come forward to receive your diploma. Shakina Kunte Benson. London Isaac Bryant, summa cum laude. Tammy Davis Upshaw. Amy Copeland Gaines. Angelisha Versha Graham. Haley Lopez, magna cum laude. Paige McCord. Cornelius David Love McCoy. Lee Counts Payne, cum laude. Margaret L. Ramsher, magna cum laude. Monica R. Skipper. Jasmine Stinson. Crystal D. Ziegler. Anthony T. Akoff. Donald Cortez Dean. Hannah Grace Farr, magna cum laude. Shemaya Marde Grant. Brianna Janae Kirkland. Christy Martin.
Will the graduates who have earned the bachelor's degree in the Sorrell College of Business and the College of Communication and Fine Arts please rise and come forward and receive your diplomas? Alyssa Moss. Gretel Francella Smith, cum laude. Emily Ann Washington.
Will the graduates who have earned the bachelor's degree in the College of Education please rise and come forward to receive your diploma? Tremaya Z. Brown Chapman. Yep. Philip Quinton Butler, Jr. Taranice Clark. Tammy Tashay Duncan. Tiffany Freeman Sutton, cum laude. Kaylin D. Jenkins. Shantavia Denise Peters.
Will the graduates who have earned the bachelor's degree in the College of Health Sciences please rise and come forward to receive your diploma? Kelsey Amara Anderson. Jordan Tyree Gunn. Myla Talon Hall, summa cum laude. Shannon Krebs. Sarisha Diana Patrick.
Will the graduates who have won the master's degree in the College of Arts and Sciences please rise, come forward to receive your diploma? Melindria Smith. Shalika Montoya Cox. Tyrese Hardy.
Will the graduates who have earned the master's degree in the Sorrell College of Business please rise and come forward and receive your diploma? Danny Ray Abbott. Jacoby Adams. Khadijah Patrice Crowder. Marta Apollonia Jimenez. Brandy Nicole Jones. Kiana Desiree Lowe. Anaya Renee Martin. Shanterica Monique McGuire. Brittany Sine McShane. Karen Vaughn Peck. Carla Smith Lewis. Andrea Monique Taylor. LaQuanza Walton.
Will the graduates who have earned the master's degree in the College of Education please rise and come forward to receive your diploma? Event Iconion Enanan. Alexander Alvarez. Michaela Nicole Ulls. Joel Benson. Maisha Marcella Brown. Kelly W. Harden. Erishay Harris. Markel Howard. Yeah. Haley Harris Jackson. Manella. Yep. Christopher Manella. Donna Renee McClure. Lakita L. Morell. Sabrina N. Summers Scott.
Will the graduates who have earned the master's degree in the College of Health Sciences please rise and come forward to receive your diploma? Molly Suzanne Bagwell. Jabrika Benson. Tanya Bryant Coates. Shadiria Cofield. Clarissa Caprice Duncan. Maika Mai. Latina Chantrell Marion. Nadia Monique Mentor. Sahari Nehera Jimenez. Sierra Nicole Phillips. Keandria Marche Ray. Tanisha Trimble. Tamara Williams.
Will the graduates who have earned the Education Specialist degree in the College of Education please rise and come forward to receive your diploma? Shaniqua Chandre Allen. Candace Alexis Blackwood.
Thank you, Dr. Hawkins, Mr. Sloan, and General Kroll, and congratulations to all our Troy University's most recent graduates once again. We want to express our appreciation to all of you for attending the Troy University Commencement Ceremony this evening. Graduates, after the ceremony, we invite you and your family and friends to a reception in the Gold Room on the second floor of Whitley Hall. Now, on behalf of the Chancellor, the Board of Trustees, and the faculty and staff of Troy University, I'd like to wish each and every one of you a safe and happy Christmas and holiday season. If you remember, one of Mr. Sloan's points was to never stop learning. We'd love to see you back in the spring. I realize that might be a little too soon for some of you, so we'll give you until the fall, okay? But if you're not back, at least recommend your alma mater to others. The singing of the school's alma mater is a continuing tradition for Troy University. We believe that our graduates and now alumni should be proud of your university. The alma mater was written with that idea in mind by Troy's own Robert Smith and Ralph Ford, and you can find the words on page 7 in your program. We invite you to sing along. And now please stand for the singing of the alma mater and for the benediction. Please remain in place for the platform party and the graduates to recess.
Congratulations.
As we celebrate this milestone, let us show gratitude for the journey that brought you here, for the professors who guided you, the families who supported you, and the friends who walked beside you. May the knowledge gained here at Troy University Montgomery be a light in your path, and may you use your gifts to serve others with compassion and integrity. As you step into the future, may God's blessings of wisdom, courage, and love accompany you always. And in all things, may you educate the mind to think, the heart to feel, and the body to act. Amen.